More to the game, back with another episode. And man, I hope you guys been tuning into my new channel, Just Deacus. Dropped my first video over there. Introduced the world to my lady. So if you haven't watched it, go ahead and check that out right now. Link in the description. But back to the more to the game side. I know y'all want to talk about the sports, and I got two things to talk about today. We're gonna talk about Gilbert Arenas and Hakeem Olujawon and a little beef or spat or sneak diss, or not even a sneak diss, but how Gilbert Arenas dissed Hakeem Olujawon in his workouts. And then we're gonna talk about Xavien Howard, the cornerback from the Miami Dolphins, and how he got 4 women pregnant at the same time. Gilbert Arenas is a former NBA basketball player, agent 0. He was a bucket for the Wizards. He gave Kobe 60, my Kobe Bean Bryant, one of the best players of all time. During Gilbert Arenas' prime, he was a basket getter. And if he didn't get injured, maybe he would have had a better career, a long career, but he got his money, so ain't nobody feeling too bad for him. But since then, Gilbert Arenas has gotten into the podcast world. He's had multiple brandings of his own podcast. Now it's Gil's Arena. I'm not sure if this was exactly from Gil's Arena, but it was on his social media. He decided to go with Hakeem Olujawon for charging $50,000 for a workout. It came about because Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the best players in the game today, decided to get a workout in with Hakeem Olujawon. I want to say that Giannis was there for multiple workouts, like 3 weeks or something like that. And Gilbert Arenas decided to go online and just trash Hakeem Olujawon, the dream, for charging that much for a workout.
$50,000 a week for that bullshit. He ain't been good since the 90s. That means all the moves in the 2000s, early 2000s, he don't know. 2010, he don't know. 2020, he don't know. He don't know. Who the fuck you gonna do the moves on? Wimbayami? What you need a dream shake for Wimbayami? He weighed this much. He weighed this much. Hey, fuck out of here. Yeah, he don't, you ain't gotta do none of that on this mother.
Let's put the money into perspective though. $50,000 to a dude that's making $40-50 million, that ain't really nothing. That's chump change. And if you're someone that, like Hakeem Olujawon, and you're only training the top guys, then to make sure that you're only getting certain guys in there, you kind of gotta, lift that price up. It's sort of like designer brands elevate their brand by putting it at a certain standard in terms of pricing. Doesn't mean that material costs them all those $1,000s to make it. No, but by psychology and branding and marketing, they put it up to this level, and people will only be able to buy it if they're in a certain bracket. Or there are some people out there that will, mortgage everything they got to get some designer. But that's neither here nor there. Gilbert Arenas decided to just go at Hakeem Olujawon for charging all this money for workouts. Basically, he was saying that what he did back in the 90s is outdated. Guys not playing like that no more, or guys don't need to play like that anymore. So you go in there to get that work, that footwork, all those post moves for nothing because people are not using the post like that. And I highly disagree. The best player in the world, in my opinion, is Nikola Jokic. And he got crazy footwork and crazy moves down there. And Giannis Antetokounmpo was the best player in the world before this past year in my eyes. And he is a paint beast. So for him to go to the next level, it is definitely advised for him to polish up his footwork, polish up his post moves, and just expand upon his game. Because we all know Giannis is athletic, he's long, he can Euro step, power through, finish. But he doesn't have the greatest footwork, or he doesn't have the greatest finesse moves to his game. So obviously he's trying to expand and become a more versatile player. And I applaud him for that. Because there's some guys out there that make it to a certain level and they get comfortable and they're cool with it, not trying to expand on their game. But Giannis ain't that type of guy. Giannis is humble, hardworking, dedicated. He always trying to get better. So I applaud him for trying to expand his bag. Now, for a guy that's like a role player maybe, that's not getting fed the ball in the post, of course, why would you pay $50,000 for a workout for Hakeem Olujawon when you probably only screen and roll and screen and popping? That don't make sense. But for someone that's trying to become the greatest of all time, like that's in Giannis's wheelhouse, like obviously it's going to be hard and almost impossible, but he's one of the best players in the world and already one of the greatest players of all time, probably somewhere in the top 25 all time already. But like I said, it ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't got the type of bag be spending anyway. Gilbert Arenas is known for being, that guy that clown you. He got into it with Kobe Brown a couple years ago, and yeah, so he's a guy he's gonna put some extra spice on it. So the message was that the workout ain't worth $50,000 because it's outdated, but I would say the message ain't worth $50,000 for everyone. But for a guy that can use it, like Giannis, I say it's worth it. I'm not here counting anybody's pockets, but if he got it and he thinks it's gonna make him, go to the next level, then I get it. And one more thing I want to say on that subject is, as a big man, I don't want to hear no guards telling bigs what to do anymore. I get so tired of guards always telling big men what to do. Bro, do bigs tell guards what to do? You a guard, you do you. Let the bigs do them. The reason why the game is how the game is now because guards got control of it. It used to be a big man's game. Obviously, the game grew and Michael Jordan came to the scene. And then you had the next generation, the Kobe's, the T-Macs, the LeBrons, the KD's. The game advanced. But so many coaches out here that are guards and they're just dummying it down for the big man. Oh, you see someone little and you just power through them. It's not always that simple. You don't know everything that go on down there. And it looks simple because, you just see, someone with size go up, But bigs understand bigs, just like guards understand guards. So I would love for guards to stop telling big men what to do. Obviously, there's a situation where guards telling the big man the right thing, but it's just so, I don't know. I just hate guards always telling big men what to do. Sometimes it's needed, but dang, let's give the bigs a break, man. On to a more funny subject, a more wild subject. Xavien Howard of the Miami Dolphins is wilding out here. I look on my Twitter the other day and I just see something like crazy. It says Xavien Howard gets 4 women pregnant at the same time. I'm like, hold on. Are they saying that he got them all pregnant together? They were all together? Or he got 4 pregnant on the same day? But basically, he got 4 people pregnant right now. Like, he got 4 different women that are about to have his kids, which is crazy. There's one dude from the past that played cornerback as well. Antonio Cromartie, maybe? Was that him or something? Rodgers Cromartie? Cromartie, I think. Something like that. I know he got a lot of kids. It's like Xavien Howard, probably, in the same boat. Like 4 at the same time, and telling you how many I already had anyway. But I'm going to show you guys what they said on the X Twitterverse, whatever you want to call it. So we go to the DMs and it says, question. So I just got word that you are currently pregnant by my baby daddy, Xavien Howard. All I'm going to say is good luck. He don't take care of the ones he got now. And I'm also pregnant again. And he has a whole nother baby on the way as well. Anyway, I asked him about it and he said, you're lying. Someone is trying to keep this cheater. She goes on to say that got 4 whole babies on the way. 4 whole babies on the way. Then we get into an Instagram post. Let's clear the air because this man obviously has a fetish in getting women pregnant and now have his other baby mothers reach out to me. I ended up getting pregnant after being with X a few times. He told me he wanted to have a baby with me, and regardless of what he said, I still took a plan B. It clearly failed because I was around ovulation. Whatever, I own up to my own action. I accept the fact that I'm having a baby. He was mad at first, then we ended up meeting at his house during the first week of September. It was until he asked me how much he should give me monthly during pregnancy, and I responded that he caught an attitude and ghosted me. I had an ultrasound and sent in the pics, as you can see in the screenshot, and from there, all this has unraveled. When his other baby mother reached out to me and my best friend, wrote her to stop writing me, and those are the screenshots between me, my best friend, and his other baby mother. He wants to pay me off to terminate my pregnancy, and from the looks of the screenshot he sent me with his other baby mother, he wants her to terminate too. He's upset he can't pay his way out of this one. Steer clear from this one, ladies. There's no regard for anyone he involves himself with. So if you're pregnant by him, please don't feel the need to reach out to me. I don't have a relationship with this man, and now I really don't care to. I've been in this industry for a while, and I know how men of his stature operate, so it's no surprise. It's a little shocking that it's so many of us at once expecting by him. And if I continue to be harassed by him or anyone involved with him, I would take legal action to protect myself and my unborn baby. Well, that was a lot. That was a lot to read. Hope you guys enjoyed me reading all that because that was a lot. But this is kind of weird from her perspective. The fact she said that she's been in this industry a long time and she know how men of his stature operate. Is she like a gold digger, seeker out of wealthy men. Like, what industry she talking about? Like, she always on the NFL players or athletes, celebrities. That's just kind of weird. So, all in all, we got a football player that has a fetish for getting people pregnant, maybe, or has no regard for how he's spreading his seed. And on the other hand, we got women that are either chasing a check or chasing a lifestyle or just not being smart because it looks like he's a repeat offender and he's out here wilding, and they probably already knew how he get down to some extent. Maybe not the fact that he had 3 other people pregnant while they getting pregnant. But that's what happens when you in this Hollywood type of celebrity type of lifestyle. It's a lot of weird stuff that go on and a lot of irresponsible stuff because people got money. They feel like they get, out of their problems with the money, pay people off, or be able to just get through all the child support because they got money. But that's just bad. Like, are you going to be a good father to all these kids? Like, the more kids you have, the more attention is spread out. Men got to do better, man. I'm tired of having to come on here and talk about how black men, black athletes been doing, but god dang. 4 people praying at the same time is ridiculous. Xavien Howard, get a vasectomy. Something. You tripping, boy. You tripping. Anyway, that'll wrap up today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed giving to you as always. Coming back next week with more content. I'm on a roll, man. I'm getting it out there. Don't forget about my second channel, Just Deacons. Link in the description. Follow, subscribe to both of these channels, and I'm gonna be back, like I said, next week with more content.